All righty, we are good to go. Gonna give it
Hello.
a couple seconds as per usual, but very exciting. Very glad to be doing
Yes.
sprints today. It's been a minute, but I'm also hosting some next week because I'm on spring break for a couple days. So
Nice. I think I'm doing all day tomorrow.
nice. I have a wedding I'm going to, or else I would probably be there because I need the productivity and the motivation because
Girl,
we have
I've not
not been
finished the
reading.
book yet. Yeah, me neither.
I have not finished a book yet in March, but it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
me
gonna
too.
happen hopefully,
Hopefully,
right?
at some point.
But hello, y'all. Welcome to some Saturday reading sprints. These are technically for the
Yes.
Mending Hearts Book Club. Are we reading books for
Are
the Mending
they?
Hearts Book Club? Probably not. If I want to
Are...
like continue with books that I'm already in the middle of, but I might start. I might start June 1st. We'll see. But this is our book club pick for the month of March, and every month we try to
Yes.
do sprints at least once specifically geared toward the book club. Normally, I do try to read the book club books during sprints, but haven't been able to read as much this month, so I think I'm going to focus more on my other two current reads. Stasia, do you want to let us know what you're reading while I get my stuff figured out?
Yeah, so the first thing I'm focusing on will be Magnolia Parks because I didn't read my pages yesterday because I ended up going out and then I didn't get home till like 10.
Yeah.
So this is the first thing I'm gonna do. I'll probably just read today's pages too. Um, so that'll be like 80 pages that I have to read. Also, currently reading First Time Caller, which I would like to finish because I've been reading it since last month.
Yeah.
Um, that's about it. I mean, I might be able to start June 1st, or I could also start one of my unwrapped books. I need to edit. I also really need to edit.
Yeah.
My unwrapped vlog and my wrap up are just sitting on my SD card.
Yeah. And get them uploaded so I can watch.
So I also need to do that today.
I think we'll probably be here for like 2.5 to 3 hours. I have a soccer game that I have to go to tonight, so I have other stuff on the docket for today. But in the meantime, I plan to also continue with Magnolia Parks. I'm just trailing behind everybody else. I'm on page 121. It's a very quick read. I just don't have time to read right now, so I'm going to try to focus on this. But I'm also reading an arc of Past the Broken Bridges by B. Celeste, which comes out
Okay.
next week. I requested it like on NetGalley just for funsies, and they actually approved my request. So it's very good so far.
Yes.
But I need to make progress on those two today, hopefully. I also should do homework, but I can't do that while I'm sharing my screen. So hopefully I will do that tonight after the soccer game before I go to bed, but we will see.
If not, I can share my screen if you
Okay.
want me to.
As of right now, I haven't had any like Wi-Fi symbols pop up, which is like my biggest fear because the Wi-Fi in the house right now is not that great, and he wants to upgrade it. But and I'm on the third floor too, so like I don't know what the
You're
reach
the
is gonna be
furthest.
like. But for right now, it's been good. So hopefully it stays that way. Hello, Glenda. Welcome. Hello. I'll be reading two books today. Very nice. I'm reading Never Broken by Jewel. I hope you're enjoying it. Hello, Patricia. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Today I'm reading two books, Reckless by Lauren Roberts and The Shining by Stephen King. Two
Both
very
very
hyped up
different.
books. Yes, very different, but also both very hyped up. I hope you're loving them both. I will be reading Chloe by Connie Briscoe and Akata Woman, which is a sci-fi fantasy. Very nice. I love The Shining. Stephen King is my favorite author. Hello, welcome to some reading sprints. We'll go ahead and do dice sprints because those are the best. So I'm gonna get my dice
Always.
roller pulled up. Um, so we can roll for our very first sprint. We can start it at 10 past.
Okay.
I guess that is probably a good time to start. If you're new here, new to reading sprints, Stage and I tend to do dice sprints, which we roll dice and then like every number is 5 minutes. So I'll go ahead and share my screen in just a moment and we can roll for our first sprint. I'll also get the countdown timer ready to go. I'm going to change the background. I have the snowy getaway on. I think last time I was doing sprints, it was like snowing outside. Let's do the cafeteria one. That's very cute.
Okay, I like the cafeteria, so I support. I really like that one too.
I'm also going to be doing sprints. Right now it says July. I don't know where that's in my head from.
Well,
March 11th. But I'm going to change them to Monday, March 10th because I have to babysit on the evening of the 11th and I can do more like longer sprints if I do it on Monday. So keep an eye out for that happening.
maybe I'll call out.
That would be pretty cool. Although I actually have a meeting at 1 o'clock on Monday, so I'll figure it out. But I will be going live on one of those 2 days, and maybe I'll just like take a break. Like I'll pause sprints for a moment to do that meeting. It shouldn't be that long.
Yeah.
But there
Or
will
you
be
can
sprints
just make
happening,
like a longer sprint.
or just like a really long sprint. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can have that meeting because I'm on spring break, so I'm trying to like get stuff scheduled. But that meeting should not be very long. So
Yeah, because I know
trying to.
Vanessa does that when she's live, because she goes live during her workday.
I know that's crazy. I wish I could do that, but I need to work from home
I
first.
know. I need a work from home job so I can be here every day.
Let's do that. Life goals. I'll be reading Crying in H Mart. I've heard that book is very
Nice.
good. I hope you enjoy.
heard
That's
it's
the
good.
memoir, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
Yes.
about her mother, I think.
Hello, Bradley. He's
Hi.
downstairs, like on another floor, so
It's okay. We
there's no
love the
door. He
support.
could just pop up and like walk around behind me if he wanted to. But okay, let's go ahead and roll for our first sprint. I was like, what is this black thing behind me? But it's my chair. I was like, I thought it was like a TV or something. And I was like, there's no TV up here right now. I'm just sitting on the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for our first sprint. Let me see if I can share my screen. All right. So let's go ahead and roll for our first sprint. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Hopefully we get a good one to kick things off. And we do.
Nice.
The dice gods are loving me today. So
I love that because last time I was on sprints, they were not loving me. I said, oh my gosh, 20, 20, 20. I said, I'm not doing 20. I'm done.
That's so funny. I know. I will just like veto the dice if I get 15 or 20-minute sprints. It's a memoir, and for now it's really good, but also very sad. I have heard that it's a very good memoir. Maybe when I'm done with school and I like have more time to read, I can read more like nonfiction because there are a couple books like out right now that I kind of am interested in reading, but I just don't read nonfiction. And I feel like right now, if I'm going to read something, it has to be fiction so I can like escape my
Life.
school life, my work life, and
The
just escape
only
life for a bit.
I don't do much nonfiction. The only ones I do are like not memoirs. I do like Christian.
Yeah.
So like that devotionals, I guess you could call them.
Yeah.
That's the only nonfiction I really read.
Yeah. I need
I
to
don't
just
know
read
that I'm a
more of everything, but that's a future Rylan.
Today we have to focus on
a future
whatever
Rylan
is
issue or desire, I guess. Current Rylan has no time to desire anything else than what I mean. Like I feel like I'm melting a little bit. Like every day,
you kind of have a lot going on.
I do. If I can just graduate, my life like calms down dramatically. I just have to graduate first, so less than 2 months and I'm done. So
yes,
that's the goal.
There.
But all right, y'all. It's 10 past, so we're gonna go ahead and do our first sprint for the book club, but we're not reading our book club books, which is fine.
We are still reading the same
book. We are reading the same book because Stasia and I are pretty much required to do everything together at this point. So we read the same books at the same time all the time, and that's just how life is. So we'll go ahead and start our first sprint, and we'll see y'all back here in 45 minutes. I will have lo-fi playing, just as a heads up, not to scare anybody when the music starts. All right, y'all. That was the end of our first sprint. Let us know how you did or what you did. I got to page 156 of Magnolia Park, so I am making progress in it, thankfully.
Nice. I'm up to 260.
Nice. It is looking good. My palette does not match the cover very much, I don't think, but we're tabbing
I
it.
don't think mine does. Well, I mean, the cover is hard to match because there's so much going on.
Yeah, actually,
But
it kind of does match, not on
yeah,
purpose, but
I
there's
feel like
because
you
there's
can kind
also
of get
so many
away.
colors. I don't think
Yeah.
you can go
Well, because
wrong.
this is like 10 like colors. I've never tabbed with like 10 different things,
Yeah.
but I think it looks good.
Are you using 10 colors or like
Yeah.
10 things? Okay.
Yeah. Well, because I did like my normal 8, and then I added one for Magnolia and one for BJ.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Hello, Jen. Welcome to some sprints. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Jen. I popped in during that sprint. I'm reading The Courting of Bristol Keats. I'm on page 54. I read that back in January and I really enjoyed it. I hope you are too.
Was that the really big book you read?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The big one from my TBR, yeah.
Yeah.
The fantasy or romantasy, I guess. It was pretty good. I just had to get into it.
Yeah. I think
I
that's how it
did.
always is, romantasy though.
Yeah. I did like it a lot. I think I might switch to my ebook during the next sprint and like lay down because this chair is not very comfortable to sit in. I put like a good desk chair on the registry, the wedding registry, but I'm not gonna buy one until after the wedding to see if anybody gets me one. But
Fair.
for right now, we're just using a very uncomfortable chair, so I'll probably go and swap for our next sprint. But let's go ahead and roll. That way we're knowing what comes next in terms of sprint length. Okay, 7, not that bad. 35 minutes will be our next one. Okay, got that ready to go.
Perfect.
Good to hear. I'm slowly getting into it. Yeah, it definitely took me like 100, 150 pages, but I did think that it got better the further you read. I do want to read the sequel. I just don't know when it's coming out, but I also feel like it's a romantasy that like it kind of ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but not enough where it's like I have to wait a year and like I'm gonna forget everything. Like I think I can probably just read book 2 whenever it comes out and like still be okay. So I liked it. I don't know if everybody else is, but I thought it was pretty good. I don't read a lot of fantasy either, so I feel like my bar is a little bit skewed compared to all the fantasy readers.
Yeah, that's me. Every time I read a fantasy, I'm like, oh, really good. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Are
I
you
don't want
still
to read it
reading?
anymore.
You don't want to read it anymore?
No.
What else are you reading? I have already forgotten what you said.
Well, I have Magnolia Parks. I am also reading First Time Color. I could start an arc because I have my Silver Linings. I have 3 arcs. Oh, I should start an arc.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 coming out this month.
I should start June 1st. That way I have enough time to read it, but she is very large.
I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm like so unfocused with my reading right now.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
I think this one, like, I don't know. I think it's gonna make me cry. I'm like, do
I
I have the emotional capacity for it right now? I don't know,
I
but
just want to know
also,
why it's literally called the first tragedy. Like, oh my gosh,
I
please
know,
stop.
I know. I need to get my like. I don't have a Sharpie here to like tab, like a good Sharpie to like be able to write my tabs. So I might
Uh-huh.
wait until tomorrow to start it, which I feel kind of bad about. But I feel like my other pens like don't the ink will smear if I try to like write directly onto the tabs. So
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Yeah, I write in the book,
oh
and
really?
then I put the tab over it.
That's actually a smart idea too. I've never thought about that. Well, I mostly do it because I'm like, if I unhaul the book later, like, and people don't want the tabs, and like you just
You
have
can
like
just
a
take that.
line of random. I don't know. I've had people ask me to take the tabs out of books before if their preference is just not to have them.
I'm
Um,
not see. I'm just scared to try to unhaul or sell a book that I've tabbed.
yeah,
Like, I mean, I've sold some that I've tabbed, but like just tabbed, like just did like quotes. I've
yeah.
never. But now I feel like, well, usually when I tab now, I'm fully annotating,
Hmm.
so I
I
don't care to
don't.
write it.
I just don't have
I
the time right now to like underline and like write notes. But hopefully someday soon I will be able to do it again.
in a few
Um,
months.
because I do love annotating. I just feel like it slows down my reading big time. Like tabbing is different because like
You
even
can
as
just
long as I'm like as long as I have the audiobook, I can be doing other things and just kind of like follow the pages and like I can like
yeah,
pretty quickly like find out the spot that I want to tab. But with annotating, I can't do other things if I like have the audiobook that I'm
yeah.
listening to
Are
while
you listening to this on
mhm,
audio? Oh,
I
okay.
am. That's the only reason I've been able to get 160 pages into it in the first 8 days of March because I have the audiobook.
I mean, I'm doing pretty good with like. Besides
Yeah.
yesterday, I was doing pretty good with my daily pages. I just feel like, oh,
It's just a little
I
bit
don't know,
repetitive to me. It's just
a
back and
little bit,
forth, back and
a little
forth,
bit
back and
repetitive.
forth. Not in like a bad way. It's just kind of
It's
like
in a
a
bad way. I think it's in a bad way.
I'm like the same age as these characters, but I feel like I am 20 times more mature than all of
Oh
them.
no, in my head they are like babies because
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are not supposed to be
I
acting like
just like I want to know what the climax is going to be and why there's like three books about
the same
Magnolia and
couple.
BJ
Yes.
because it's like if all they're doing is back and forth, like
This
I'm not gonna read that for three books. So I hope something
no.
happens that makes me want to because I
Yes.
won't continue the series if I'm like I'll probably continue like and I'll read Daisy Hates and see if that one's any better. But
Yeah,
I feel like
but
our
not go
opinion is
back
kind of
to that.
unpopular with these, so hopefully it gets
I
better.
think so too. Like everybody's like addicting. Love it.
I know.
Iconic. What is iconic?
I know.
I don't even
I've
want
already
her
seen it in
repeating.
Gossip Girl. Like I've already read the story essentially, you know.
But Gossip Girl was better because at least there
Gossip,
was
yes.
like other stuff
Stuff
happening.
that happened. Yeah, it wasn't just I go to this restaurant that has like really expensive alcohol, and then BJ has a girl, and then
And so
Magnolia
she
gets
runs
mad.
away.
Yeah, and has a
I
fake
just
boyfriend.
I
Sorry,
can't.
my opinion is I'm not trying. I'm not trying. It might get better. I don't know. My opinion
I
is
don't know
unpopular
because
though.
I am at 260 and I'm still like
Something has to happen at the end that makes you want to keep reading.
something has
Surely.
to happen that makes you like BJ because I don't
Yeah.
understand why everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Like I actually think he sucks.
Yeah. I
Like
guess
I
we'll
hope he's
see.
not in the next book, but I know he is.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Like
A
I
little bit
seriously
nervous,
like
but
any other guy for her.
yeah.
I would take Christian. I would take literally anyone else because BJ makes me want to strangle myself.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine right now. There are
Yeah,
some
well
really good quotes.
there are.
Like I can say that, but
And like there is like a lot of drama. I like
yeah.
aside from the relationship, like the other drama,
Yeah.
I love that. But I'm just like, I don't understand why I'm supposed to be rooting for you guys.
Right. I guess we'll see.
But yeah, which makes me very sad because I'm like hosting this and I'm like,
I
guys,
know.
the rest of it is canceled for that too.
Yeah. Well, it's like also we bought the whole series, but that's my own fault. Like I didn't have to buy all the books before.
No, you know what? I'm blaming Aylin. She said that I should just buy it all. but I could be a Daisy girl. I could be
Yeah.
a Daisy girl.
Yeah. I guess
I
we'll
don't know.
see.
Aylin said to give it until book 2 before I decide that I hate BJ. Oh,
Sabrina said I added Magnolia Parks to my Hold on Libby and I removed it. It is just like a lot of like if you don't like 20-year-olds acting like they're kids, like 22-year-olds acting like they're kids, like you I don't know if this book is for you. But if you like Gossip Girl, like it does give those vibes. It's just not as good as
it's
Gossip
just
Girl.
a lot of like repetition of the will they, won't they will, something happens that just happened 3 chapters ago. Like it's
Yeah.
very repetitive in their actions.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there's no sense of growth, then it essentially is a pointless series.
Or like if something like tragic happened to one of them, like like it would make you want to keep reading. But like right now, I feel like I'm just reading the same chapters over and over again, and even though I'm making progress in it, like I don't feel like I'm really getting any further. But
No,
I don't
it's
know.
yeah, no,
We'll
it's
see.
very repetitive.
Who is
And
Daisy with? Like, does the back of the book say that? Like, or does it spoil? Like, does the back of Daisy Hates the first one
I
like tell
think
you who she's with?
I think hers has 2 because
Oh,
I
okay.
know that people are like, hold on, I'm gonna grab it real quick. It's right
Okay.
here.
I don't have it with me here.
Because I know people say with her like, oh, I didn't want her with him.
Oh, okay.
No, hers doesn't say who she's with.
Okay. I don't want to like spoil it
Oh
for
wait,
myself,
yes
but
it does. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, so I don't know who she's with, but
okay.
it brings I think Christian.
I feel like that has been mentioned in here already.
Yeah, like they've already been seen together. In
Yeah.
Magnolia Parks, Daisy has already been seen with Christian.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like this one, I feel like Daisy's going to be so much better because her brother is Julian, which is essentially like a gang lord. So
Yeah.
I feel like the drama in here will be like peak drama.
Yeah.
Whereas this, they are just rich crybabies who are like, I love you, but I don't love you. And you are doing all of this stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I think I'm going to like Daisy more.
I'll at least read book 2. We'll see what happens at the end of this one to make me want to keep reading
Daisy's
Magnolia.
also not, I don't think they're done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's going to be more Daisy books. I think. I don't know.
I don't know. I tried to look at her Instagram yesterday, or 2 days ago, but I didn't see anything about next books coming out. Also, we're gonna do our first sprint or our next sprint in 2 minutes, just so y'all know. I'm reading Forward Fraud. I hope you're enjoying it. So thank you for joining us for sprints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like disappoint Aylin by not liking it, but right now it's just.
She said give her until, or give him, as in BJ, until book 2. And I'm just
Okay.
like, I don't want to give him anything.
Yeah, I agree with this, Sabrina. I think there's like it's good to have tension. Like, will they, won't they? I don't think that's a bad thing inherently, but it's like when it's repeated, like in very similar scenes, like throughout the book, and also when it's like a toxic type of thing, I can't always get behind. I'm all for like a good, like, toxic romance sometimes, but I feel like this one's like a little bit different because it's not really a romance, at least not
No,
right
it's
now.
not. We're kind of just following their lives.
Yeah, and it's like very like, and I get like first loves, but also like you were 16 and
No,
my first love, like that didn't work out, and that's okay. Like,
I just,
like I don't
yeah,
know, it's
no,
life.
I don't know. I do think that there are certain situations in which a push and pull could work.
Yeah.
But this is it. I think this just in general is not working for me because I don't see anything worth rooting for.
Yeah.
So if that comes, I don't know. But Jess finished.
Yeah, I mean, I think like push and pull can be good because it adds that tension, but I don't think in here it works because you're just in every other chapter they're in a bar, and every other chapter they're in a restaurant. Like it's not like things are happening to progress their lives. It's just like a cycle over and over again. And I think that's the difference between like a good romance with push and pull and like tension and more of like just this contemporary drama, if that makes sense.
I will say, like, something happens. like not in a bar, well, kind of in a bar, but something happens that I think you might enjoy. Because right now I'm enjoying it, but not BJ's chapters.
Yeah.
Like I'm really enjoying what Magnolia is on. At
Yeah.
this point, like you'll reach this
Yeah.
point, I'm sure when you reach it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
BJ. But
Yep.
the second I met Christian, I said, okay, so I am a Christian girl.
Yeah, no, me too.
Love that man.
All right, y'all, we're gonna go and start our next sprint. It's a minute late, but that is okay. We'll be back here in 35 minutes and we'll chat some more then. right, y'all. That was the end of another sprint. Let us know how you did. I finished my chapter of Magnolia Park, so I'm now on page 163, and then I got to 40% of Beneath the Broken Bridges, I think is what it's called. Past the Broken Bridges. It kind of gives the same vibe as Underneath the Sycamore Tree, which I know you didn't love,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be sad and I'm scared, so.
Interesting. I am up to 280.
Nice.
So once I'm done with this chapter, I'll officially be done with yesterday's pages. And I'll read today's pages. I seen your comment about the spine. I agree. I hate it.
I know, it makes me so sad. I'm holding it open like this to read it, but it's like if I have to like get a tab or something, I like use my arm to like hold
Yeah.
it down, and then or if I set it like this, like that, it kind of starts to bend, and I'm very sad
Yeah.
about it.
I already broke my spine of the last book, and that was me just breaking up like the chapters. So.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay with this one, but yeah, every time I need to like write in it, I'm like this. So that,
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky.
I don't know why it's so stiff.
Is there a day break in between like starting each book, or is it just March 11th is the start of book 2? Okay, I will not be there then, but maybe I'll catch up by April.
Yeah, no, well, because each book is 10 days and there's only
Yeah,
31 days in a month. So you
that's
technically
okay.
have the 31st.
That's okay. Is the 31st like a day off?
Yeah, nothing
Okay,
technically is for the
that's
31st.
nice. Okay, maybe I can catch up on March 31st and read all the books.
I know I've already started looking into the audiobook for the last one
My
because I'm
Hoopla
like,
has at least the first 2, but they're kind of like hidden, like because when
are
you
they?
search it, at least on my library, the German versions popped up first,
Yes.
and I had to like I forget what I searched instead, but like I finally found the English versions. But
See, that's the thing with my Hoopla right now is it just keeps giving me German audiobooks. And I'm like,
yeah,
please stop. I don't understand.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
How weird.
I wrote 620 words on a client project. Very nice.
Nice.
I'm excited to be able to write for fun again and maybe like write a romance book or something once I graduate. That'd be cool.
Yep. Still
That
waiting
would
for
be
it.
great. I know. I have one like that I've started, but I haven't been able to work on it since the beginning of last year because my life has just gotten crazy.
It's
But
okay. You're almost done.
I am
You're
almost
almost
done. It's going to happen. I'm going to
It
get a
is.
beautiful desk and I'm going to have all these books behind me to inspire me, and it's going to be great.
I'm excited.
Got to chapter 8 in Chloe. Very fun.
Nice.
Depending on the length of the next dice roll, this might be our last. For like if we get like a 45-minute or like higher sprint maybe.
Okay.
But if we get a shorter one, then we can do like 2 short ones to kind of end our sprint session. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep sprints for if y'all are free. I'd love to have y'all join me on March 11th at 10 a.m. I'll probably be going live for like 5 or 6 hours because I'm on spring break and my fiance will be at work. So I'll just probably be hanging out here to get some schoolwork done and a bunch of reading done. So those are already up on my channel and would love to see you all there. Some of us will be here on March 11th. Very excited about it. Normally like we don't get like days off for spring break. They just are bonus days. So parents like pay extra to send their kids in that week. But our bosses were like, well, let's just give y'all 2 days off and pay you for them for like your own little
Love
spring
that.
break. And so I'm going to take advantage of it and ideally finish these 2 books I'm currently reading. Yeah, it was very nice. So I'm very excited about it.
That is exciting.
Let's go ahead and roll for our next sprint, y'all, and we can kind of see what the official game plan is for the rest of our sprint session. Kind of fingers crossed for a long one. Nope.
Oh,
I'm gonna
does that
actually
count? I don't say those
I'm
counts.
gonna re-roll. I don't count 20 or less, so we're gonna go ahead and
Okay.
just re-roll and
Me
see
too.
what happens.
And we're
35,
doing-
not great either, but not terrible, I guess. So, I'm thinking of like timeline of things.
So maybe Maybe
I'm thinking of
35 and then a 30.
yeah, let's go ahead and plan for that. We can take a shorter break in between these last two sprints. And we'll go ahead and start our next one on 55 so we end
Okay.
at half past. Yeah. But we can do that. Yeah, and then of course I'll be here next week. So and then you're doing sprints all day tomorrow, correct?
I am. I'm literally scheduling it right now.
Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to be in the
Because
comments.
Lancer won't be here, so I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
And then I am gonna schedule our next book club sprints as well.
Yes. I was gonna get mine scheduled also for May. I need to text you about because is the second weekend of April 12th? The second
Yes.
Saturday. Okay.
Yes.
I have a wedding meeting that morning.
Okay.
But, that's like 8:30 your time, so like hopefully it still works out where I can hop in.
At like 10 my time, maybe.
Yeah. Somewhere I might be a little bit late, but that should be fine. I can just text you about that. But yeah. We do reading sprints at least once a month on both of our channels for our book club. And again, normally I do read the book club books when we do our sprints, but I'm very behind this month so far. So maybe on Tuesday when I do sprints, I'll be able to read June 1st. But I'm very excited about it.
Is Tuesday when our next pick comes out?
Oh, yes. It is also when our quarter 2 book club picks come out. I haven't filmed yours yet.
No.
So Stasia has to go film hers. But
yeah, because when you said you kept saying the 11th, and I was like, why do I feel like something is happening?
Yeah. So our book club
I will film that today.
Will also be coming out on the 11th. And if we need to move it back like a day, then we can do that too.
No, I'm pretty sure if I film it, it's not gonna take forever to
my
edit.
My video's like 6 minutes long, if that. So.
Oh my god, I can't believe my realization about burnout.
That's okay. I'm always a fan of rereads.
I'm not.
But you can tab it, so it'll be okay. Stasia chose a book for the book club that she's actually already read. Did I choose
that one?
You did choose it. I'm pretty sure you did, because I picked the May pick, and then you were like giving me options, I think. Maybe. I'm pretty sure you were the one who picked that one, because you were suggesting like authors. So she picked a book that she's already read but forgot that she'd read, so she's gonna be able to reread it in June.
Yeah.
But I do think if you like romance, this is probably, in my opinion, our best quarter lineup yet. So keep an eye out for that announcement coming. But I think those 3 books are going to be like our best set of books that we've had picked in the last 2+ years that we've been doing this book club. So yeah, I am very excited about it. And I keep saying that in the announcement video.
I did not suggest it. I suggested sports, and then you said 3 sports. And all I said was I've read from this author before.
Okay. Well, because I think I was looking for romances that were that weren't hockey, weren't baseball, weren't football, because we already read those ones. Yeah. So I was like, I've never read a gymnast and motocross. Those are sports. So let's do that. So I guess I did suggest it, but you said yes, so.
I did. And see, I know I was I was reading the description and I was like, this sounds oddly familiar. So then I went on my Goodreads and I said, what in the world?
That's funny.
It's fine. Maybe that means I can read it faster.
And you can annotate it. And so I think, you can take notes on it this time, which will be cute.
See, because I think that was the issue, was it's the cover. I think she re-released because I'm I don't remember that cover.
Well, maybe there'll be different stuff in it then, some different content.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bonus stuff.
Because I was on her art team for a little bit. So that's what I read it for. I read it when it first released. So I wonder if she was like she re-released it and did something different.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'm
So
just
sorry. I was like, it's too late though, because I've already filmed and edited and uploaded my video, so
no,
I
which is
can't go
fine because
back.
that's my fault. But now I'm like, I really need to pay attention to these books.
To the ones that we're picking. That'll
Yeah.
be good though.
Oh my gosh. No, it is the same cover.
That's funny.
Because I went on my Instagram and like looked back through my highlights. It's the exact same cover. That's embarrassing. I
That's
gave it 5 stars
hilarious.
though. So
Well, should be good then.
yeah, I gave. How embarrassing.
Next sprint in 3 minutes. Sorry, y'all. We keep talking.
I know. Sorry.
No, we chat.
We do. I still
No,
think we
that's
have a
okay.
nice balance though.
Yeah. I agree, especially when we get like the longer sprints.
Yeah.
Which are very nice. But yes, next sprint in 3 minutes. Y'all, I do like to start at a happy number, which is always a 0 or a 5 at the
Yes.
ending. So
I agree. I
we
agree.
will wait the last 2.5 to 3 minutes to start the next one. But
I'm hoping that before sprints end, I can catch up on this.
it's like what, 40 pages a day is what
Yeah,
your read
give or
along
take.
is?
Yeah.
I'm not. I will never catch up until after the read along is over. But
that's
that's
okay.
okay. It's fine.
I'm so excited for Daisy, honestly.
Yeah.
I think so.
I didn't read. I ate dinner, started cleaning up from it. That's totally okay. I hope your dinner was very good. Yeah, I'll have to think about dinner probably during the last couple sprints, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired all the time. My brain's not functioning very well right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep reading my ebook though. It's kind of holding my attention more than Magnolia Works's. I will say these little text messages make the pages go by really quickly sometimes.
I know. I
And
wish
that's
that there
great.
was text messages at the end of each chapter.
I know. I do think like the how's the weather up there parks or whatever like is really cute.
I think that's cute.
I do like that.
I just hate him, so.
Like the first time he said it, I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I don't love him either. So we'll see what happens. 1 more minute though, y'all, and then I'll go ahead and get our music going again. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that book ends up. I would like to read a little bit more of it today though, and I would like to at least finish it by the day that I do sprints. So maybe I can finish both of these books on that sprint day, so I can be semi caught up and then fall behind
Wait, that would only be like 1 day behind.
Only be 1 day behind. Yeah, it's more. I mean, I'm like 3 sections behind right now, I think, but try to get at least one more read today.
Audio, it should be okay.
Yeah, the audiobook does help. I can't listen to it though at 2 times speed because like whoever is narrating it like talks a little bit too fast already on like the 1 time speed.
Does she have an accent too?
And she does British accent or yeah, they're Brit. So like when it goes that fast, like it's hard for me to catch some of the words when they're especially talking to each other. But I am listening to it faster than 1 time speed, so that's good.
How does it? I know we're gonna start, but how does it read the text messages?
It just reads. Well, there's 2 narrators, so there is one for BJ and one for Magnolia, so they just read back and forth to each other.
Okay.
But yeah. All right, y'all. Next sprint starting right now. We'll see y'all back here in 35 minutes. that was the end of our next sprint. Let us know how y'all did. I got to 49% of my arc, which I feel really good about. How did you do, Stacia?
I am now at 304.
Nice.
Making progress.
Ooh,
I
okay,
really like this last chapter. I just
that's
wish,
good.
I'm just sad because I know that it's not going to keep going the way I want it to.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and do our final sprint in like 4 minutes. Do a little bit of a shorter break since we're doing 2 short sprints to kind of end our sprints for the day. But I can't believe it's already been 2.5 hours.
I
I just
know.
don't know where time goes right now, and it makes me sad. 627 words written. That's amazing. Hello, Helen. I just got back from a walk to a further out library and I got some snacks at the grocery store. Very
Nice.
fun. I think for our last sprint, I'm going to mostly do schoolwork. I might read a chapter of Magnolia Parks first, but um, yeah, I think if you want to do the timer, which you've already got pulled up, yeah, I need to be able to like read my Word document. So, Rylan, are you reading Past the Broken Bridges? It comes out Tuesday. I'm so excited. I am. I'm like halfway through it right now. I was telling Stasia and everybody else at the beginning of our sprints that I decided to like just go for it and request an arc, and they approved my request. So I'm like 50% of the way through it, and I think it's pretty good so far. I do like it. Very much gives underneath the sycamore tree vibe. So just go in there with that expectation because it's going to be sad. But I really like it so far. And I'm excited to hopefully get a physical copy at some point. But yes, I am reading it. Yes. Hopefully you like it. Stasia didn't like her other like sad book, but it very much gives like somewhere like 1,000 boy kisses underneath the sycamore tree. Like I don't know if it's gonna end happy and that scares me. So I might be crying in a couple days when I finish it. Who
Oh, I love
knows?
that. I love that for you.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I have the emotional capacity to cry right now, but also like a good cry sounds really nice at the same time. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I feel you're gonna cry at some point this month, especially with uh the Jennifer Hartman. So
Yes. I mean between B Celeste, potentially Magnolia Parks, and June
I don't
1st,
think
there's
people
definitely gonna be
cry
some
until
tears.
like the later books though.
Oh really? Then maybe I won't cry for Magnolia Parks, which is okay with me.
Yeah. I don't know. But
Um,
so I looked it up last sprint and so Magnolia is done. She has 3 books.
okay.
But Daisy is supposed to have 4 books.
Oh really?
And we only have 2.
Why did she start with Magnolia? Why are these not 2 series, first of all?
I don't know.
Because I'm confused.
Me too, because they're
Like,
in the same world.
but
So I'm like
other
valid at, but I
people,
think there's like crossover.
but other
I
people
think
do
there's
that
crossover
too.
because Christian's in here
Okay,
and he's relevant to her.
gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know.
So
We'll
I'm like,
see.
other people will do crossover worlds just in their own series, but I don't
I
know.
think the characters just interact too much, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know because we've not seen Daisy much in here. So
no.
I don't know.
I gave Underneath the Sycamore Tree 4 stars. I really liked it. Yeah, I think I gave it 4 or 4.5. Definitely was. I mean, I have the live sprint clip from when I was finishing it and just like crying in my bed up in Ohio. Because it was
I
so
love
sad,
that.
but no, it was good. We're gonna go into our last sprint now, y'all, to kind of wrap things up. Um, let me see. I think she wrote it without any expectations. People love Daisy, and she decided to write her books just a guess. Yeah, I have no
That is
idea.
so weird. Daisy's in the book like what, 3 times?
But like for like a couple sentences, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe
All
she
right.
becomes more prevalent like later on in the book. I don't know.
I only have like 100 pages left, and she's still
Oh,
not that relevant.
I have no idea.
But whatever.
But all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and do our final sprint, and we'll see y'all back here at 10 past. of our final sprint. I don't think that light helped at all, but let us know how y'all did. I just worked on school for that one, so finished reading through a draft, which is good.
I am caught up with Magnolia Parks.
Nice.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I see your comments in the Discord, but like I'm trying not to click on anything until I get to the point where I'm supposed to be.
Interesting, to say the least.
I'm scared, but hopefully
I
I'll
mean,
catch up a little bit more tonight.
I just don't know what's happening. Like, I literally wrote, like, that's something I wrote in the book. I was like,
Yeah,
genuinely, what is even going on in this book?
yeah. It'll be fine. I'll get to it eventually.
As of now,
Hopefully.
like, right now, though, it's not a bad interesting. Like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it more than I was, like, 100 pages ago.
Yeah.
So, we'll
That's
see.
good. Happy International Women's Day to everyone who celebrates as well.
Yes.
The soccer game we're going to tonight, that's like the theme, I guess, of the game. So like yeah, so I'll be curious to like what they do for it. I think it's like Barbie night, so like there's gonna be like a
Oh,
lot of pink, which is
cute.
fun. So we'll see how that turns out. But
Yes,
I do
very cute.
appreciate y'all joining us for sprints as per usual. I know my life has been a little bit sporadic recently, and sprints are also sporadic because of that, but always appreciate y'all being here and showing up for reading sprints and just hanging out with us for a couple hours. Don't forget to head over to Stasia's channel. It should be in my description, maybe, but most of y'all are probably already subscribed to her anyway. But she's doing all day reading sprints tomorrow, and I'll be doing some more on Tuesday. So make sure you have those saved. That way you can join us when we go live some more. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream so I can go get ready for my soccer game. But thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you all again very